real quick.
Hey, okay.
So look, check this out. Earlier today, I was coming out the bathroom, and I overheard the kids in the room saying that you told them that they don't have to listen to me, and if I say something to them, then come and tell you and let you handle it.
Are you eavesdropping on my kids?
No, I'm not eavesdropping on you. It don't matter. But no, I'm not eavesdropping on your kids. They loud in the mud. So that's what you do. We supposed to be working on this together. Is that what you told them?
Well, yeah, I did tell them that because you're not their dad.
I'm not their dad, but
Yeah.
you know what? Don't even worry about it. Me and you were
What do
supposed
you
to be
mean?
doing.
Don't worry
No, don't
about
worry
it.
about it because you telling
No,
them not to listen
no,
to me.
you brought it to me. We're gonna talk
but
about
check
this.
this out. I'm fighting two dead ends, so I'm gonna remove myself from this situation.
You ain't going
and I'm
nowhere.
gonna let y'all have it.
You're not going
and I'm
nowhere. Shut up. You ain't going nowhere.
You right.
Well, there's the first problem right there. There's so much disrespect. You know, she's disrespecting them, and now she's telling the kids, "Y'all ain't got to listen." That's a big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem.
And you know what's crazy? She ain't do nothing wrong.
What you mean? You gotta explain.
Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Like that's how she talking to him. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't going nowhere. Where you going? Come back here.
Like,
Yeah,
here,
I told
doggy.
him that. I told him that. I
Come
told
back,
him
doggy. Where you think
you
you're
are
going?
not their father.
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to you. That's messed up.
That's definitely messed up.
If he stays after this, you got what you got coming, bro. Grab your bags, hit the dough. Hit the
It's got to
dough.
be a level of respect with blended families. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without respect, period, nothing works.
Definitely. That's one of the things you gotta make sure is
Yo, if you got a babysitter to watch your kids, right? Don't the kids gotta listen to the babysitter?
Right.
Right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying, just any babysitter, you could be anybody. So the person that you're having a relationship with is watching your kids and you telling them they don't have to listen to him. So why is he there? You know what I'm saying? You think about it, like the disrespect's in his face. Like at that point, like I knew the shit was over when he was like,
You
okay,
think they staying together? Or do you think he
oh,
walked
nah,
out?
he
For good?
done.
Yeah.
He stopped talking. He ain't even
Yeah.
arguing. What he done? That's
Yeah.
over. Yeah, I'm sure he already got a bag packed.
Yeah.
He got he done. He at his buddy's house right now having a cheeseburger. You know, I'm stopping at Five Guys and grab something and eat real quick. Well, we need to talk. You got something rolled up? Yep, be over there. All right, cool. She gonna be mad, but she may have another one in by next week. You never know. She probably micro date.
Yeah. I think that was his house though, so she probably gotta go.
That's even worse.
Wow, that's what I was just thinking that.
That's even worse.
You disrespecting
Like
him in his
he
house?
took you off the street to help you and your family out. And I'm pretty sure it sounded like she had at least 3 kids, more than 2, if I had to guess, because that kids came with like a different type of this is.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's mad disrespectful.
definitely.
That's not something I'll ever tell my kid. Us growing up West Indian Caribbean, it's like
You listen to adults.
go home and tell your mama that you did something and you getting another ass whooping just for telling.
Yeah.
And then she might go fight whoever it is, but you might get depending on who it is, and you can't be disrespecting people like that.
Yeah,
But she's gonna find out.
That's one of the things that I try to make sure like people understand. Respect goes a long way. You know, even as adult, if you respect people and people see that you respect them, it goes a long way.
Really long way.
Yeah, and you seen it like some of these kids. You see young kids talking back to adults like, "You ain't my mama," and I was like, "Yo, it's not about the person is your mother. It's just having respect for adults." You know what I'm saying? Because
people talk like my son, as an example. You know, his AAU coaches went and asked administration about him and stuff. You know, thank God they had great things to say. You know, but suppose he was a disrespectful, rude kid. Like,
yep. And that's the thing. You would want people to have your kids or whoever in good light because like now people don't care.
now you can even go on social media and see what's going on with these kids too.
That's the next thing. A lot of these kids are forgetting what they put, what they post, following forever. So you're seeing it. You've seen it with like the kids of like the early 2001. It's like they didn't care about the internet and they started posting on Facebook. Like now you see it when they go on for Congress and they're going for roles. They start going back and pulling up their Twitter threads and their Facebook posts and everything. And you used to see people used to have these, they didn't care, they post whatever, and like now they're running for like a structured position or a high caliber job. It's now affecting them. It's like, you know, but
Do you think people even know what the word respect means anymore?
R-E-S-C-P-T, that what it means to me. R-E-S-P.
What
No,
you want?
No, I got it. What you need?
and you're right. I respect is long gone.
It's a broad word. What does it mean?
Everybody
You're gonna
wants.
tell a kid, because sometimes I feel like a broken record when I'm saying you need to be respectful, stop being rude. Well, do I need to break it down for you some more? What is that?
I think they look at it. I think they look at it as being more authoritative, like someone in authority. Like, why do I have to listen to you? Who are you? And you see a lot of that.
Well, a lot of it too is on the upbringing because back in the day, people were more involved with each other. Parents talked more. You knew who your neighbors were. So that trickled down to the kids.
Yep.
But at some point, that got a lot of distance in between that where you don't know the cop that walked down your street. Back in the day, our parents talk about that all the time, where they knew the cops, they knew the fire people, they knew everybody. So they were like one big community.
Yep.
But 12, you know, being in the islands, everybody know each other.
Yeah.
You know, we know all the police that live in the town, the fire people, but it's a smaller village. But
Yeah.
we're a lot more
We could tell
united.
outsiders. We
Huh?
could definitely tell outsiders. We could tell when an outsider was.
Yeah, right away.
Definitely tell an outsider as they came in. Nope, this person's not from here. You could tell what village they from. You could tell all of that by the way they talking at.
So you're less likely to run into a lot of problems like this. You know,
Yeah.
it's definitely because the community takes care of everything on their own. They don't need cops half the time to come in there because they know right away, hey, you ain't supposed to be here.
Definitely.